is Lisa Von Cannon, and I'm a personal trainer and fitness instructor at the Chilson Recreation Center in Loveland, Colorado. Today I'm in my backyard to show you how to play with some things you can find around your house. Now, it doesn't have to be just the items, the exact items I found. I want to encourage you to look around your house, around your garage, around your yard, and think about the principles of push and pull. Because that's pretty much what most workouts are, pushing and pulling, okay? So I've set up a few things around my house that I found, one of which is a rope. Now if you go to use a rope or a strap, so if you have a TRX, that's awesome, but if you don't have Dynabands or tubing or a TRX, there's a few items you could use. One would be a bungee cord, and another would be a rope. A rope or a strap is a really good, very strong piece of equipment that you could use, but make sure that what you've picked is good. A regular, say, child's jump rope is not strong enough to hold your body weight. You also need to have something you can hang it on, whether it be a tree or a good strong fence post that's cemented into the ground, that sort of thing. Make sure that it's strong for you. So I've hooked up mine around our fence post in our backyard. My tree's over rocks, so that's not safe. So I put it on our fence. I've also put some knots in the bottom of the rock, or the bottom of the rope, so that my hands won't slide off. So with the principle of pull, I'm going to have my elbows in, lean back, shoulders back and down, and pull. I'm at an angle, so hopefully you can see me, but in general, I would be directly facing the fence. Okay? Now I can also use the rope for a push, although I'm not as comfortable with that because I don't have it loops. Now, if I wanted to really do it this way, I would probably put loops on it, okay, if I was going to do this. And I also don't have it set up for my backyard. But you can do a push here. Now, I've got my foot in front as kind of a kickstand for safety. But basically, I'm doing a push-up, okay? And you can use any angle that is good for you and whatever level you're at. Of course, you can always do a push-up at a wall or a countertop or a fence, top of a fence, or the top of a step, or on the ground, of course, on your own towel. Another option, so that would be your pull and your push. Another option that I found that I just got really excited about, simple principle of a bungee cord. So we have lots of different sizes at our house, but I bet you can find at least one at your house, and probably this length, because that's the normal. So with pulling, you can put it out in front of you. If you have tubing, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Otherwise, a bungee cord works. Pull it out in front of you and pull your elbows back and down, okay, so that you're getting that pulling action. Or you can do it one arm at a time, like a bow and arrow. Pull. Okay? And for the pushing, now I'm just going to do the opposite. I'm going to hold this arm here, and I'm going to push. Push. Okay? So very simple. If you have the longer ones, you can wrap them around, or you could hold it down here if it's short, and push from here too. So a lot of different ways, but make sure that whatever you're doing is safe for you, your shoulders are back and down. So the next idea would be to push up, and then to pull down, okay? It's a little harder to find things to do that, and some of you may not want to go high or reach up, but the idea of pushing up, again, you could use the bungee, okay? Or you can have the bungee here. So push up, I'm lifting up this way. I can lift up this way, make sure you can see me. Or I could do a long lift. I wouldn't go higher than your shoulder height on this one. Okay, but that's another idea with the bungee. Or pushing up overhead, if you happen to have something heavy and are comfortable doing that, that would be okay. The other options would be ideas that you can do on the ground. And some of you, if you've been doing advanced things, you might know what those are. And you can certainly do those out in your yard. Another item I found was a sledgehammer. So you can, lots of different sizes. This one isn't our big one. I didn't want to hurt myself on the big one. But if you've ever played with kettlebells, you can certainly do some things with the sledgehammer with the same principle as the kettlebell. Okay, this is adding the element of bicep curl. Okay, be careful not to hit yourself in the head, please. So you could also do your bicep curls just right here with that hammer. Very simple. You can do a tricep kickback, which would be the principle of pushing away, push away, or to your side, push away with that sledgehammer. Okay, or with another item. Another simple item to do would be to fill a water bottle with rocks, sand, or dirt, and use those items as well. With your bungee cord, you can also do bicep curls, hold it at your waist, bicep curls. You can also do push away, okay, triceps. You can also get down on the ground, kneel on it, and do bicep curl here. So many options. Again, push and pull. Push away, pull up, or push down and pull up. Pushing down is kind of hard to do. Sometimes you would have to tie it to something. Okay. I think, what else am I forgetting? So we've got shoulder, biceps, triceps, chest, back. Okay, let's do legs. So legs obviously are sometimes easier. You can do your squats. Okay. Your muscles are pushing and pulling to get you up and down. You can also do lift ups, pull up, and you can pull your heels up, pull your heels up. Okay, so that's an idea of pushing or pulling. You can also push away, which would be an abductor. Okay, push away. That one's a little harder to do and hard for me to demonstrate, but one idea is to get a ball, and this could be a bigger ball or a smaller ball, put it between you and a wall, and you push against the wall, against the ball, okay? It could be down at your feet, but if you have any knee issues, you want it a little higher. Okay, that would be push away. And pull in, of course, the old favorite of squeezing the ball. All right? Let's see. And then the other options I like in my yard, in my house, are steps. You can always go up and down staircases, or stay on the bottom step or your stoop in your backyard. Since I didn't have that in this, I set up a little block for myself. You can do your up, up, down, down, get some cardio in, or you can do them really slow, up and down, up. Now this is lower than my normal stoop, but that's okay. You pick, if you're able, you have choices maybe in your house or your yard, okay? Another way to do that would be lift up sideways. This is going to work balance as well as your legs. Another idea, and I always think of this one in regards to play. We forget to play. We used to walk on the curb, on railroad ties, all kinds of things, working on our balance, and we don't do that anymore. So mine are definitely not stable because I set them up specifically for this. But I do have gardening edges that I can walk on around my house. So be careful with that, but you can certainly play with that principle of walking and balancing. Or if that's too difficult, of course, standing and balancing on one foot, hanging on to things. But those are all good ideas. Of course, you can spread out your beach towel or your mat and do your stretching exercises or push-ups and planks and all kinds of wonderful things out in the yard. So I hope this gave you some ideas. Look around your house and see what you can use. I bet you'll be surprised at how many things you can use. You know, working out really is a replacement for hard work. We may work hard in our yards a few times a year, but it's not generally every day or 3 times a week year round. But you can use some of those same tools and ideas that you do when you're doing work. You push, you pull, you push up or lift up, you pull things down, you go down to get to things, you pull them back up. So think about the principles of push and pull, and I bet you'll come up with a good workout for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me, and hope you come up with some great ideas. I'd love to hear what they are.